Pennsylvania Dutch Barn is alive with the sounds of music as some newly hatched chicks keep warm to the bluegrass punk sounds of Old Crow Medicine Show. A celebration of the new arrivals is furnished by Marshmallow Peeps on its 50th anniversary.
Matt, I'm so glad we can be with our peeps today. Aren't you? 50 years ago, it took 27 hours to make one of these Easter favorites. Today, over 1 billion peeps a year produced for Easter, Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and the 4th of July.
So today's new arrivals greet the dawn of a new day, enjoying the rollicking sounds of those rolling stones of bluegrass and the grandeur of Macy's Parade.
Charlie Brown and the elusive football balloon. Chart play and read off. Don't miss a beat. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade marches on.
Ladies and gentlemen, hobos and tramps, cross-eyed mosquitoes, and bow-legged ants. Admission is free. Y'all pay at the door. Pull up a chair and sit on the floor. It's time once again for the world-famous Hartland Hootenanny. Hi, everybody. I'm Ketch of Old Crow Medicine Show, welcoming you to the Crow's Nest here at Hartland Studios in East Nashville, Tennessee, USA, for the most exciting hour of live stream entertainment you've seen since the transformation of America's wild turkey population to that pitiful, beakless, pale, and grotesque specimen of caged factory-raised butterball we've all come to know and love this time of year. Our very special guest on the Hartland Hootenanny tonight is a singer from the verdant hills of Northern California with a signature voice, sure to become one of American music's most identifiable in the years to come. Surprise! Molly Tuttle is here! So, friends, it's time once again we gather to remember that which we're most thankful for during this crazy year. It's a good night for gratitude, because this is the Gobble Gobble Thanksgiving Smorgasbord edition of the Hartland Hootenanny. Well, howdy, my friends, and welcome all you Puritan Calvinist separatists and Wampanoags to this harvest spread banquet and dinner here on the Hootenanny. I'm your host, Ketch, Secor, and together with my festive, sage, and herb-encrusted fellow Old Crow bandmates, we've written in swirling cranberry-colored ink a truly heartwarming show full of Thanksgiving platitudes, guaranteed to fill your gravy boats to brimming capacity as you gather with friends, neighbors, loved ones, children, the faint of hearing, shrill-voiced aunts with conspiracy theory obsessions, gangly teen cousins who'd prefer to be in basements playing video games, creepy uncles, and other formerly estranged members of your extended family as you await the kicking in of the pumpkin spice-flavored pot gummies you ate an hour before your unwanted guests arrived. Yes, it's our Gobble Gobble Hootenanny Thanksgiving Smorgasbord show with our fabulous live and in-studio special guest, Molly Tuttle, and we're coming to you live this fine Saturday night from the famous Hootenanny stage here at Hartland Studios, where for 29 consecutive Saturday nights we've brought you a show of dazzling proportions, bizarre mashups, idiosyncratic cultural insensitive envelope-pushing oddities. Yes, only the old crows were crazy enough to have pulled off a 29-week live stream broadcast cure for the sneezing, aching, coughing, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine global pandemic. Yes, ever since those feverish first days of coronavirus, we've been on the go and on the mend with that favorite live stream whiskey tonsillectomy you've come to love, the Hartland Hootenanny. Yes, the show with the great goat gonad elixir of get up and go. That ram-what-am that you've desperately needed in order to willingly face the grim reality of our nation's near complete and total collapse as we know it. But you don't have to take my word for it. This quick tease video clip reel is proof enough that the Hartland Hootenanny indeed has the cure for the coronavirus. So roll that doctored up video evidence out of our self-professed important and delusion of grandeur. Yes, let's play that tape. Ah! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Gobble, 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 gobble.
How do you like them apples? Oh, man, Jerry, it sure is fun seeing some of those ridiculous antics from way back in the early days of this season. What a hoot, y'all!
You know it. Man, that was so much fun. And hey, do you remember when Corey used to come out riding that log?
I did.
God, I miss that log. Well, I just can't believe how far we've come. This started out as a simple quarantine live stream with just one camera and a couple hundred viewers and a baseball bat to move the camera around and...
What are you talking about? I still bat the camera. At night, I dream about batting the camera. Some nights I feel as if I could hit it out of the park. Anyway, if you folks at home aren't picking up on the nostalgia in our voices, let me spell it out for you. We sure have had some high times here on the Hootenanny and here on Thanksgiving during this festive celebration when America gives thanks. We thank you, everybody point, for tuning in. Yes, but it's time to shift our focus to making a new record of Old Crow songs. So this broadcast tonight will be one of only, how many? 2 more live episodes of the Hartland Hootenanny. But friends, what a wonderful ride. What a long, strange trip it's been. And I'm so thankful that, in fact, that I wrote a gratitude-based top 10 list. Ready, boys?
Gobble, 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 gobble!
More gobbling! Okay, you turkeys at home, here goes. Hartland Hootenanny presents Top 10 Things We're Thankful For During the Global Pandemic. Drum roll, please. Number 10. More time to learn one-handed personal grooming skills, like cutting your hair in the mirror. Ouch! I didn't need that part of my ear. Number 9. We're thankful for B-grade sexy sweatpants selfies from former colleagues/acquaintances who, like you, are also out of work, sequestered at home, lonesome, sick of their spouses, and overindulgent, and whose once curvy physiques, like yours, have since grown hideously amorphous. Number 8! We're thankful we had the foresight to suddenly divest from that public water fountain company last February and subsequently make an all-in investment in the bleachy wipes and hand sanitizer industry. Thanks, Mr. and/or Mrs. Personal Investment Analyst. What incredible dividends. Okay, we're thankful for number 7. No more wearing pants to work, or to be more specific, no more going to work. Or, to be even more specific, no more having a job. Or, to put a finer point on it, no more wearing clothes or shaving or having friends or leaving the house or, as the French say, needing a raison d'etre. That's French for having a life. Who needs having a life anymore? Great. Number 6 is we're thankful for turkey-shaped sanitary face masks. Wait. Has somebody thought of that yet? They haven't? Shoot, never mind. Scratch that. Number 6 is that we're thankful for a great patent attorney who has assured us that even our wildest COVID-related inventions, like turkey-shaped sanitary face masks, are totally patent pending. Number 5! We're thankful for liquor store employees being considered essential workers. True in Illinois! Number 4! We're thankful for the safe and COVID-free environment of our nation's online pornographers. I didn't write that. I prefer print. Jerry?
Ava Devine, doing pretty fine. Yeah.
Okay, number 3! We're thankful for our nation's president who's provided such thorough and substantial leadership during the global pandemic. Wait, who wrote that? Jerry?
Maybe.
Number 2! We're thankful for ongoing school closures, allowing us to finally and officially part with any prior notion that our children are our greatest treasures. And the number 1 thing we're thankful for during the global pandemic is that we didn't catch COVID-19! Yet. Okay! Woo! Gobble, 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 hallelujah. Let's get all the guys up here to help sing some of our favorite songs of thanks of appreciation, of gratitude, and of heartfelt recognition. I've got plenty to be thankful for. I haven't got a great big yacht to sail from shore to shore, but still I've got plenty to be thankful for. How about you, CY? I've got plenty to be thankful for. No private car, no caviar, no carpet on my floor. Still I've got plenty to be thankful for. I've got eyes to see with, one good ear to hear with,
Arms to hold, lips to kiss, and someone to adore.
how could anybody ask for more? My needs are small, I buy them all at a 5 and 10 cent store. Still I've got plenty to be thankful for. The tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. Morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see at all. But even if I could, it would all be great. Put your picture on my wall, it reminds me it's not so bad, it's not so bad. And I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. And oh, just to be with you is having the best day of my life.
I drank too much last night, got bills to pay. My head just feels today.
I missed the bus, there'll be hell today. I'm late for work again. And even if I'm there, they'll all imply that I might not last the day. Then you call, and it's not so bad. It's not so bad. And I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. And oh, just to be with you is having the best day of my life. And what Thanksgiving holiday would be complete without a little taste of Stockbridge, Massachusetts' own Alice's Restaurant? That's the name of Alice, not the restaurant. We're thankful tonight for you, Arlo, Nora, Sarah Lee, and every Guthrie that ever walked, thumbed, crawled, sailed, carved a turkey, or otherwise exemplified the life and legacy of Woody Guthrie. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Said walk right in and around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Excepting Alice at Alice's Restaurant. Happy Thanksgiving at Alice's Restaurant. Thanks a lot. I got a broken heart, that's all I got. You made me cry, and I cried a lot. I lost your love, honey, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I got a broken heart, that's all I've got. And you made me cry, I cried a lot. Love, and he thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks, everybody! Thanks, everyone singing along at home. Well, what fun it is to be with you each and every night, and especially this night on this special Gobble Gobble Hartland Hootenanny Thanksgiving Smorgasbord. Well, so many of you have wondered, literally thousands, how we've been able to keep our spirits so high after 29 weeks of COVID Saturday nights here in Nashville, Tennessee, a state so many hundreds of miles away from the nearest dispensary. And to you, I say, Ritalin. No, seriously, this has been a labor of love, y'all, and mostly a sober-of-mind endeavor. But mostly, anyway, seeing as you're curious how it all goes down, I'd like to take you on a behind-the-scenes tour of our facilities here at Hartland. If you'll just step this way with me, come along, and let me show you where the magic happens. It happens over here, through this curtain. Hey, welcome friends to this special backstage tour of the Hartland Studios, that little magic shop off Ellington Parkway where dreams come true, where whiskey goes to disappear, where expectorant squirts of tobacco juice find their brass spittoons, and where, just like at the White House, face masks as well as displays of upright and moral behavior are totally optional. Wow, so many good times. Hey, not many get the chance to see behind the scenes of a beloved and nationally acclaimed, I think, quarantine live stream show, but tonight we're giving away all our deepest trade secrets. So, this is the cutting room, where our underpaid immigrant workforce dutifully toils 18 hours a day without rest to make sure that every week on the Hartland Hootenanny is both witty and memorable, as well as thought-provoking, occasionally subversive, and erudite. Hi, girls. Next break is in a couple of days. Hang in there. But hey, that's not all, folks. Follow me down these stairs and you'll see something really cool. Come on. Hey, welcome to the break room, y'all. This is where the guys and me like to unwind. You know, let it all hang out. Chill, cut loose, chillax, leave it all behind. Hang loose. Pour molten steel into concrete molds to make state-of-the-art culverts, ensuring proper drainage along America's roads and interstates. You know, basically just keep it real. Gosh, I don't know if it's just the sweltering heat or the hellacious and ungodly work environment, but this room sure makes me appreciate those good times that we've shared these amazing 29 Saturday nights of live stream broadcasting. Well, no backstage visit to Hartland Hootenanny would be complete without a brief stop-off in my office high above the sparkling Nashville skyline, that lofty perched locale from which I plot to overthrow the music business, smite my enemies, and achieve world domination. Haha, I mean, right old-time music, and practice my fiddle. Let's head up there now. It's right down this way, guys. Come on, here too. Oh, you guys. Wow, you're all here. What a beautiful spread with all the trimmings. Gosh, it looks like everybody brought their own unique dish.
That's right, Ketch. I brought my own special ham bean and potato casserole I learned from my mom back in Anniston, Alabama. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
And I brought this beautiful roast turkey with amaretto-infused parsley, wheatberry and rye flour stuffing with ghee and Lanue Peninsula cherry glaze. Oh, and something real special from Little Rock, Meemaw's signature oatmeal cookies. Happy Thanksgiving, fellas.
Well, you know, I brought meatloaf.
What?
I've got pinto beans and shoe peg corn and turnip greens. And I got that special hot water cornbread, just like John Prine ordered on your birthday. Remember that, Ketch?
I remember, Morgan.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
And how about you, Road Bobby? What'd you bring?
Happy Thanksgiving, Ketch, and gobble gobble. Happy Thanksgiving to all our extended family tuning in around the world. I brought lamb gyros with my family's favorite cucumber salad.
And how about you, Jerry Pentecost? What'd you bring?
You know, slaving over the stove for hours. I brought all that Taco Bell that y'all asked for. You know, let me see here. About 5 of those Dorito Locos, whatever. Sub those beans for the beef because you know the veggies. 5 Crunch Wrap Supremes. 5 black bean quesadillas. A Diet Pepsi and a cinnamon twist. And you know, yeah, that's going to come to about $24.19 with text. My dude, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jerry. Wow, y'all, it's a true Thanksgiving miracle. Well, I don't know how about you guys, but I can say with all honesty, what I'm most grateful for is that I get to ride out the global pandemic with all you. I love you, old pros. Hey, before we carve the turkey, let's sing one. Hey, Omar, will you pass out those hymnals? Let's all turn to page 433. Here he comes, Omar Gordon, the man behind the camera.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
433, guys?
Yeah, 433. Let's sing the song of the season, written nearly 500 years ago in Holland by 16th century songwriter Adrianus Valerius. We gather together. Won't you all join us at home? We gather together to ask the Lord's blessing. He hastens and chastens his will to make known the wicked oppressing. Now cease from distressing. Sing praises to his name. He forgets not his second verse. Beside us to guide us, our God with us joining, ordaining, maintaining his kingdom divine. So from the beginning the fight we were winning. Thou Lord were at our side, all glory be the third verse and the final. We all do extol thee, thou leader triumphant, and pray that thou still our defender wilt be. Let thy congregation escape tribulation, thy name be ever praised. O Lord, make us free. Happy Thanksgiving!
Wow.
Yes, hi. It's time once again for News on Parade, that moment in time when gratitude flows like a cornucopia, and we say thanks and investigate what's going on in the hearts and in the minds of the members of the Old Crow Medicine Show, America's sweethearts. And it's also that time we open up the Pan American mailbag and see what you wrote to us and if you sent us money or not. But first, our top news item. In this season of gratitude, it's only fitting that we think of our band's greatest asset, which is, wait for it, the love and appreciation of you, the fans of our music. Truly, y'all, thank you. Without you, there would be no OCMS. There would certainly be no 29 consecutive Saturday nights on the Hartland Hootenanny, and also there would be no 21 years of love and support for America's most beloved old-time strong-arm string band. And yet, year after year, you've poured such tremendous passion and energy into our band by coming out to see us perform, and by cranking up our 7 or 8 or whatever studio albums, by tuning into our weekly broadcasts, and by turning on your friends and loved ones to our unique sound. Well, it's Thanksgiving, and we, the Old Crows, want to say thanks to you. So, we're dedicating this week's video especially to you each and all, grateful as we are for the love you've shown us through some of our nation's most troubling times, long before and hopefully long after. Here's one for y'all, for the fans. It's Sweet Amarillo, with all the members of Old Crow Medicine Show here on the stuffed tofurkey edition of the Hartland Hootenanny. Let's roll that buttery, breadcrumb stuffed, soy-based, gluten-free tape! Ah, gobble, 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 Corey. Gobble, 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 gobble. where the cool waters flow. When I got to Topeka, I looked up your name, but they said you rode off with the last rodeo. Sweet Amarillo, tears on my pillow. You never will know how much I cried. Sweet Amarillo, like the wind in the willow. Damn this old cowboy for my foolish pride. Where the thunders are rumbling and the tumbleweeds tumbling and the rodeo clowns are painting their face, I'm gunning the throttle for a Llano Estacado on a wild Appaloosa. I'm blowing your way. Down in old Amarillo, there's a light in the window where a road-weary shadow drifts into the arms of a long-distance lover. Then they turn back the covers and dance the Redova till the light of the dawn. Sweet Amarillo, tears on my pillow. You never will know how much I cried. Sweet Amarillo, like the wind in the willow. Damn this old cowboy for my foolish pride. Sweet Amarillo. Sweet Amarillo. Hey, all right. How about that? Special thanks to Philip Andelman, who wrote and directed the Sweet Amarillo video. And a chocolate pecan pie of gratitude to all of our fans out there who've been enjoying videos like this and others over the past 29 episodes of the Hartland Hootenanny. Our broadcast is winding down as the year comes to a close, and we're so thankful you've set a place at your family's Thanksgiving dinner table for the Hootenanny ever since we first started our broadcast so many months ago during the first weeks of the global pandemic. My, oh my, look how far we've come. Really gratitude to each and all of you. How about we open up the pandemic?
Oh. Ooh. Hey, Ketch. I know what all these individually wrapped Hootenanny Thanksgiving chest pies out here are thinking. They want to know if we have t-shirts that will fit over their bursting bellies after a generous third helping of stovetop stuffing.
Corey's right, folks. Buy a t-shirt, save a turkey. Plus, did you hear?
We've got face masks now.
Hey, yeah, that's right. If you're one of those stuffed turkeys who feels like tossing a crooked neck squash in our cornucopia and not getting a t-shirt for it, then just click the PayPal link below and help us keep the roasting rack full of ginger wasabi glazed tempeh tofurkey here at Hartland Studios. Okay?
Thanks, CY. Hey, let's read the mail. Oh, wait. What's that plate scraping, tryptophan-inducing gobbling sound that helps me know the mail has finally arrived here at the Hartland Studios? Ah, there it is. Well, that's just wonderful. Hey, before we start reading your letters, let's see who's tuned in tonight. They're listening in rainy Corvallis, Oregon. Heard you just legalized psilocybin mushrooms. Sweet. Hey, they're also tuned in Humboldt County, California. That's where I'm going to go after I get out of Corvallis. All right, they're tuned in Mifflintown, PA, at the Storybook Cottage in East Nashville. They're listening in Beaufort, South Carolina. Is that one Buford? I can't remember. East Ontario, Canada. East Ontario. Just say you're from Guelph, dude. The Adirondacks. Mooloo, Australia. Barberville, Kentucky. Oneida, New York. Liverpool in UK. Moab, Utah. Mexico City. Tuttle, Oklahoma. Tammy Fowler says, hell yeah. Lachlan Welsh says, yeah. A lot of Y's there, Lachlan. Tom Sherman says, my 14-year-old says, this is too corny. LOL, I think it's just right. Oh, right, Tom and Junior. Jay Bailey says, I'm really grateful for all the episodes, but also sad crying emoji. Hey, turn that smile frown upside down with a Hakuna Matata emoji. Okay, Lynn Webb says, The Crows and Molly, I've died and gone to Turkeyville. Howdy doody from Australia. Katie Murphy says, I enjoy grocery pickup, long walks to the mailbox, live shows online, and keeping my small business going. Thankful for humor these days, too. And Mary Smith Honeycutt says, if this is really live, say my name. I think I did. Was your name Mary Smith Honeycutt? And Rachel Lynn says, I love all of you dorks. All right, let's get to the mail. This one's from Portland, Oregon, where they just recently legalized psilocybin mushrooms. And there's cash to buy shrooms with. Ketch & Co., these hard-to-come-by COVID dollars. Ew. And a show of appreciation, but also an incentive. Your harmonica is being neglected. What? It's so COVID-y right now. My expectation is that you play it a bit more frequently in honor of your talent and mastery of it. Thanks, Mark and Allie. That's such a kind thing to say. Kind folks out there in Multnomah County, Oregon. Here's one from Lawson Screen and Digital Products of St. Louis, Missouri, and our friend T. Landisman. Here's the letter. Ketch and the gang. They write, oh, cool postcard from Bar Branch. Must be in Missouri somewhere. Hi, Ketch. Greetings from St. Louis, Missouri. Please enjoy the enclosed masks for you and the band, custom printed on equipment manufactured by our family business, Lawson Screen and Digital Products. Every Saturday night, we rush our 9-month-old baby to bed so we can indulge in a bit of adult entertainment. Adult entertainment. On the Hootenanny, all the best. Taylor, Molly, and Marion.
Wow, wow.
Wow. I'd like to kiss you, but I'm sweet. Hey, thanks, Landismans. Here's one from our friends in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Oh my God, look. They wrote us 2020 Best of the Valley, runner-up. Best local band, runner-up. Whoever won that award, I swear, I'd like to meet you out in the parking lot. Behind Jess's Quick Lunch. Oh my God, that's so exciting. This mailbag is thrilling. Here's one with some cash from Olathe, Kansas, and our friend Adam Fitzgerald encouraging us to write back. Dear Mr. Secor, my name is Adam Fitzgerald and I'm a first-class scout in Troop 324 working on my American Heritage Merit Badge. Did you get one of those?
I didn't have that.
One of the things I have to do is interview 3 people of different ages and occupations. Ask these people what America means to them, what they think is special about this country, and what American traditions they feel are important to preserve. I was hoping that Corey Yance would be one of the people to answer these questions for me. It's all about you!
Hey!
And here's one more that we'll read. Ooh, it's a newspaper from the Sunday Denver Post. Wildlife drives sense of urgency. Wait, I think this is the article they were interested in. Congratulations to Senator John Hickenlooper. There we are on the harmony side of conflict. If you want to write the Hartland Hootenanny, it's easy, and with quarantine providing you ample time for activities such as letter writing, stamp ordering, and disinfecting after your mail carrier visits your porch, then please mail your letters to the Hartland Hootenanny. I got it right. 711 Hart Lane, Nashville, Tennessee, 37216. Don't have time to disinfect on your way to the post office? Stay home, folks. Correspond with the Hartland Hootenanny on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. All right. Yes, that sound means it's time to go straight to our next special segment on the Hartland Hootenanny, that wonderful bit that I like to call Brighten Your Quarantine with the Radiant Hues of tonight's very special guest star. Folks, I'm just so excited to bring to the Hootenanny stage a unique new voice bursting forth on the music circuit today, a great guitarist, songwriter, and sure to be singing sensation soon. Now, back before the global pandemic, you could find her on tour with her great band. She released her critically acclaimed record, But I'd Rather Be With You this summer. Friends, won't you help me in welcoming to the Heartland Studios, the one and only Molly Tuttle! Hey, Molly!
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Hey, everyone.
Checking on the...
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's an even sixer right
Pretty
there.
good, yeah.
Perfect. Well, we want to catch up with you and find out everything that's going on. But before we do, will you just play a tune for us?
Sure. I'll do one that we wrote together. This is one called Golden State of Mind.
Wow, that sounded so great. Molly Tuttle's on the Hartland Hootenanny. It's Saturday night, and we get to hear that beautiful new song of hers. How you doing, Molly?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Oh my God, that sounded amazing.
Thank you.
Wow,
It was so fun playing it for the first time.
Yeah, it sounds hot off the press.
Yeah.
So tell us about this exciting live stream that you've got coming up next week.
I have a live stream this Thursday. It's all songs from the San Francisco Bay Area, which is where I grew up. It's called Sounds of the Bay, and I'll be performing here in Nashville at the Basement, which was actually my very first venue I ever played when I moved here 5 years ago. And it's a series of live streams, so this is the first show of 3 live streams. You can go to my website to check it out. I'll be doing that one since it's a brand new song about California, and I'll be doing a bunch of other songs by people from the Bay Area, so I'm really excited for that.
MollyTuttleMusic.com. I know where I'm going to be on Thursday night. And where are you coming live from? What's your venue on Thursday?
The Basement.
The
Basement. OG Basement.
The one on, by the reservoir on 8th South.
Yep.
The one by the Cap and D's. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at Jerry. I know he knows. He put his thumbs
Jerry
up.
knows.
Well, this is the season of gratitude, and Molly, I just want to tell you how thankful I am to you that you helped inspire this show, because I was on a live stream with you when COVID first hit, and I was like, what's Molly doing? She's got her finger on the pulse.
Yeah, we did an Instagram Live together. That was one of the first I had done. I really hadn't done many live streams since this all began.
And then I called you afterwards, and I said, that was so much fun, let's do it again. And then the third time I was like, I'm going to do my own show now.
Yeah, and then you put all of this together. And I'm so happy that you asked me back on the show, because I remember that first time I was still getting my gear figured out, and I had some technical glitches, so I'm glad I get another chance at the Hartland Hootenanny.
It's before you got the ring light.
Yeah, before I got my ring light.
She's here on the Hartland Hootenanny. Molly Tuttle, you've got this exciting new album that you put out during the global pandemic. What was that like?
Yeah, it was good. I recorded the album in March and April, and it's all covers of songs that I've loved throughout my life. And so I recorded it in my house in quarantine and then sent it off to Tony Berg, who produced the album, and he sent it to other musicians, and you sang on a song here at the studio, and so it was all done remotely, which was, I'd never done an album like that at all. But it was such a fun project, and it was cool to get something to share with people during this time when I think music is so important for everyone.
Well, it's a great record, Molly, and I just love Tony Berg did such a great job on it, and I love the track that we did together called Olympia, Washington.
Yeah, that was fun.
Hey, let's sing one of your favorite cover tunes, and one of mine too, from California.
Yeah.
As you gear up for this Sounds of the Bay live stream coming up next Thursday night at the OG Basement in Nashville, Tennessee, and we can find out about that on mollytuttlemusic.com. What are you going to sing for the good people?
Let's do a Kate Wolf song, Across the Great Divide.
I've been walking in my sleep, counting troubles instead of counting the sheep. Where the years went, I can't say. Just turned around and they've gone away. I've been sifting through the layers of dusty borders and faded papers that tell the story I used to know. It was what had happened so long ago, but it's gone away yesterday. And now I found myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change directions across the Great Divide. I have heard the owl calling softly as the night was falling, with a question, and I replied, he's gone across the borderline. The finest hour that I have seen is the one that comes between the edge of night and the break of day. And the darkness rolls away, and it's gone away in yesterday. Now I found myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change directions across the Great Divide. And it's gone away yesterday. And now I found myself on the mountainside, where the rivers change direction across the Great Divide. Molly Tuttle on the Hartland Hootenanny, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on the show, Molly.
Yeah.
And everybody out there, don't forget to go out and get your copy of But I'd Rather Be With You here on Compass Records. And produced by the great Tony Berg. And don't forget to go to mollytuttlemusic.com so that you can watch her live stream on Thursday here in Nashville and 2 more upcoming live streams. Next Thursday night, it's Sounds of the Bay with mollytuttlemusic.com live stream. Thanks, Molly, for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks, Molly. Folks, we can't wait to hear more from Molly Tuttle in 2021. What's sure to be a very big year for this rising star in the constellation of American music. Let me get my bat out so I can tell you a tall tale. Thank you, friends, one and all. Happy Thanksgiving, Molly Tuttle. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Thanksgiving is here. The cornucopia is filled with pomegranates. The tom turkey is filled with sage and cornbread, and for some, oysters. Our homes are filled with cheer and small footsteps, the clumping boots of cousins, of uncles, and of in-laws and outlaws, all sniffing the air, praising the aromas, showering compliments on the host, sitting down with their belts laced a bit looser than for any other meal of the calendar year, because tonight's gluttony is of a premeditated sort. Gluttony has a hall pass this night. Overeating is encouraged. Those most paralyzed by food shall be the victors on this one special night of autumnal indulgence, Thanksgiving. You're sweet as corn pudding, and this year especially, we need a place at your carving table. Because Thanksgiving is all about family, and this is the year we need family most of all. And not just the Ward and June Cleaver kind of family where everything's perfect and the coffee's never bitter and the turkey's never dry. No, the families we need, we the Americans of the COVID times, are our own tragically fraught families. Our for better or for worse families. Like in the theme song to the Brady Bunch, that this group must somehow form a family. Yeah, a somehow form a family kind of a family, where, despite being divided squarely down the middle, we can somehow measure our differences against our similarities and come out ahead. Was it Lincoln who said a house divided can't stand? Well, a family divided must not only withstand its peculiar division, more than that, it must learn to get up and walk. And for a family divided can't just stand around and wait for seconds. And even if it takes canes or crutches, our fraught families have always, mostly, figured out how to sit down together and break bread. And this year, a year of so many things breaking and being broken, seems to me to be the best year yet for the breaking of bread. What's more, it's the year we all hope to break off the lucky end of the wishbone, sealing our good fortune all winter long. Ah, Thanksgiving Day, and all these decades of Thanksgivings come and gone since the original, that whimsically imagined story of our national holiday, a tale of turkeys and tomahawks, a stone soup story of mostly myth, some outright fabrication, glaring lies and omissions, and yet always a pinch of truth stirred into the pot. The Thanksgiving tale of the Plymouth colony is one of America's most powerful reflection points, and we remember it tonight during this turkey trot edition of All My Tales Are Gobble Gobble Tall. I remember going to Cape Cod with my sister and all her cute friends the year she graduated from high school. One of her classmates' mothers had a condo in Duxbury or Bournemouth, or maybe it was Dennisport, or maybe it was Orleans. I can't remember which, but whatever beachside burg it was Massachusetts Thanksgiving mythology headquarters. Oh, to be 15 and chain smoking in the backseat of a Volvo station wagon full of 18-year-old beauties, bouncing down the Mass Pike, turning onto 495 at Worcester towards the Cape, bound for the Bay like the Mayflower, if the Mayflower had a fish sticker on the bumper, bound like the Volvo version of the Mayflower for the bountiful shores of the Massachusetts Bay, and riding in the back a modern-day Massasoit with headphones, listening to Bob Dylan croon, "Visions of your chestnuts mare shooting through my head and are making me see stars. Oh, O great sage of Thanksgiving mythologies, your heart wampum heavy, your head covered before a vengeful god, your stockades full of pilgrim sinners, your whiskey full of gunpowder, and your gun barrel cold as Judgment Day. Oh, wise counselor, great fathers of the America, meet me back in time. Take me away from this cranberry world parking lot to the headquarters of your gobbling cult of personality. Take me to 1620. Tell Fenimore to meet me there. Tell Cotton Mather and all the Shawmut boys and Governor Bradford himself that I'm on my way over hill and dale up from Providence Plantation, carrying a pack of Macintosh, a parcel of shelled Tawatchi. Tell him I come in the shadow of the sign of the cross to absolve the original sin of a nation built upon stolen ground. Tell them I come to bear the ripening harvest of a new world reaped from the drought-stricken decay of the old one. Tell them I come in peace to crucify them all. Back in the 1830s, when the mythology of Thanksgiving was really beginning to be carved from the rough-hewn rock of a foggy colonial collective memory, the French traveler and writer Alexis de Tocqueville wrote this about a famous boulder on the edge of the Massachusetts Bay in the quaint seaside town of Plymouth. He wrote, "This rock is become an object of veneration in these United States. I have seen bits of it carefully preserved in several towns of the Union. Does not this sufficiently show that all human power and greatness is in the soul of man? For here is a stone which the feet of a few outcasts pressed for an instant, and this stone becomes famous. It is treasured by a great nation. Its very dust is shared as a relic." Back to that Cape Cod summer at age 15, I remembered the blue Volvo station wagon with the fish sticker and my Blood on the Tracks cassette pulling up to the harbor beside Plymouth Rock. I was really hungover, and so was my sister and all her friends, who parked at a nearby clam shack, soaking up the remnants of fireball shots and Manhattans with french fries and milkshakes. I sauntered, rather stumbled, over to the famous monument that bears the names of those rebel outcasts that we call the Pilgrims, and was surprised to find it fenced off, surrounded by a mausoleum-style portico. I guess I'd figured that, like the Blarney Stone, Plymouth Rock would be something I could stand on, maybe even smooch. My romantic notions of the Plymouth story, however, came not from works like Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress or Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter, but rather from a photograph of Bob Dylan and Allen Ginsberg taken in 1975 backstage at Plymouth, Massachusetts War Memorial Auditorium. To me, Plymouth was most significant as the kickoff of the Rolling Thunder Revue and not the mythological terminus of the Mayflower voyage. But the tourist buses from Boston weren't lining up crammed with picture takers ready to uncover the mysteries of Ronaldo and Clara. Dylan be damned, this was the site of a far greater American staging. A drama that would be told 100 years after it happened and retold for centuries to come. For how many school-aged children out there know the famous names of the Wampanoag? Even if they cannot name the tribes who once inhabited the land they're standing on, this small coastal First Nation band is chief among generations of fourth graders with colored paper pilgrims, cornucopias, and flapping cardboard feathers. So many North American grade school kids wouldn't be able to name one indigenous person from the 10,000-year history of Native peoples inhabiting this land where their schools stand, and yet we all know the famous Wampanoags of the Massachusetts Bay. They are the friendly Indians of that collective turkey roast of a tall tale, Thanksgiving. In 1620, Massasoit, the sachem of the Wampanoag Nation, governed a modest stretch of Massachusetts that reached into what's now Rhode Island, looking over the remnants of a tribe largely decimated by smallpox. Cultivating favor with early colonists, he sent a 30-year-old Patuxet man named Tesquantum to see how these intruders from England were getting along. Tesquantum would know how to negotiate with them, for he spoke English. Tesquantum, better known as Squanto, had been sold into slavery as a child, brought to Spain and England, paraded in front of the King, James, and had somehow bargained for his return to Massachusetts Bay, only to find upon arrival that all the members of his once mighty band, the Patuxets, were dead from the dreaded diseases brought aboard the English vessels. Still, Tesquantum offered the Pilgrims agricultural assistance, sharing stores of valuable foodstuffs during the hardships of the Pilgrims' ill preparation for a particularly hard upcoming winter. Looking across the town of Plymouth, Mass, back in the mid-90s, when I first saw the famous rock, It was hard to imagine a scene so desperate as the first Thanksgiving myth depicts. For here, along the tree-studded drive of manor homes with flapping Red Sox pennants, the air sweet with the aromas of deep-fried whole-belly clams, and the laughter of hot and hungover prep school girls, it took considerable imagination to picture the scene of this quote-unquote first Thanksgiving, but I tried. Under the eaves of the Plymouth Rock pergola, I tried to see if the remnant of the rock that remained still had any red paint on it. In 1970, Frank James, known as Wamsutta, a leader of the Wampanoag people, bolstered by the resurgent activism of the American Indian movement, stood beside Plymouth Rock on Thanksgiving. Protesters nearby held paintbrushes and a red paint can. In a speech that debunked the Pilgrims' mythology, Wamsutta instead accounted for the true events of the Pilgrims' first year in America, a year in which Indian graves were routinely opened and pilfered through, reserve supplies of native corn and beans were stolen, and Wampanoag children were sold as slaves for 220 shillings apiece. That's roughly $2.50. Wamsutta and the indigenous people across the nation that Thanksgiving morning of 1970 stood together to rename America's beloved holiday of happy Indians and peaceful pilgrims. They called it the National Day of Mourning. In solidarity that same year, American Indians gathered in the occupation of Alcatraz Island in San Francisco Bay and renamed the holiday Un-Thanksgiving Day. Just past the monument of Plymouth Rock, beside the sculpture of Massasoit, there's a small rectangular metal plaque with beveled edges set in stone which reads, National Day of Mourning. I'll quote from it now. Since 1970, Native Americans have gathered at noon on Coles Hill in Plymouth to commemorate a National Day of Mourning on the U.S. Thanksgiving holiday. Many Native Americans do not celebrate the arrival of the Pilgrims and other European settlers. To them, Thanksgiving Day is a reminder of the genocide of millions of their people, the theft of their lands, and the relentless assault on their cultures. Participants in the National Day of Mourning honor Native ancestors and the struggles of Native peoples to survive today. It is a day of remembrance and spiritual connection, as well as a protest of the racism and oppression which Native Americans continue to experience. This Thanksgiving, as we sit together with family and friends, let us remember that we're all the descendants of a great but fraught American family. As we pass the rolls and cranberry jelly, let us remember that though there's much to be thankful for in our American family, there's also much to atone for. As we give thanks for good fortune, let's remember that for every pilgrim who came to this land seeking a better life, that there are those who weren't so fortunate. Look, we can still carve the turkey and pile on the green bean casserole, but let's also be honest about 400 years of Native American oppression, can we? Can we look across the Thanksgiving table at one another and admit that we're a nation built on stolen land and dispossessed peoples? I think we can do it and still eat our candied butter pecans. It's time we take off the pilgrim hats, y'all. We're a broken family, but we can mend it. Gratitude, kindness, forgiveness. Those are the tenets of the American Thanksgiving myth. Well, I say, let's make them true. Truer than Thanksgiving ever was. Let's strive to better bring together all the members of the American family, that no matter how you came to this country or how this country came to you, that we all have a place at the table and we all have a slice of the sweet potato pie. Well, how quickly time flies when you're having fun on the Hartland Hootenanny. That's just about all the time we have for you here, but we want to thank tonight's guest star, that heartfelt Golden State singer and occasional NorCal champion, Molly Tuttle. Go download her latest recordings tonight. Don't wait. Hey, folks, we hope to see you again next month for our farewell broadcast on the Hartland Hootenanny. It's our all-star Christmas dinner and candy cane dispensary party coming up on December 12th with our incredible special guest, jolly old St. Marty Stewart. That's going to be ho-ho-ho amazing. Well, until next week, keep following us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Please like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Seriously, can you all please subscribe? It's just a click, but it would actually help us a lot. And if you're flush with turkey this turkey season, then please throw a couple silver dollars into the brining jar of salt and brine and join others who soak in that brine of blessings. Oh, and one more thing. So long. It's been good to know ya. 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 It's Thanksgiving at the Hootenanny and our time's almost done. So we gotta be drifting along. Oh, it's turkey-shaped centerpieces and turkey-shaped candles and turkey-shaped roasting pans with turkey-shaped handles. But of all the odd birds that I can recall, our outgoing president must be the biggest turkey of all. Singing so long, it's been everybody. So long, it's just the Georgians. So long, it's been good to know ya. Yeah, it's been a really great summer. And we gotta be drifting along. Thanks again for joining us tonight on the Hartland Hootenanny. We appreciate you, each and everyone, so much out there. Thanks for your years of love and support for the Old Crow Medicine Show, and know that without your steadfast friendship, we'd probably all be dead or at least in jail by now. So thanks for keeping us out of the clink and in the pink, folks. We love ya. We do. We also love tonight's guest star on the Hartland Hootenanny, Molly Tuttle, and we can't wait for our big live stream, Sounds of the Bay, next Thursday night. And who else do we love in the Hootenanny tonight? We love turkey, as well as soy and wheat gluten-based turkey alternatives. We love whipped cream atop pumpkin pie, orange cranberry compote, and trout almondine. We love hard rock and soft rock and native rock and Plymouth Rock and Alcatraz Island and the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe and the Gayhead Wampanoag tribe. And we love all our loyal followers who stuck with us for the past 29 episodes of the Hartland Hootenanny. Our show will be coming to a close soon, but we're so grateful to you all. We love you. We really do. That's all the time we have for you on the Hartland Hootenanny, but we'll see you next week. And until then, stay safe, wash your hands, don't touch your face, keep your distance, stay positive, optimistic, hopeful, healthy, groovy, cheerful, groovy, motivated, groovy, wild, and tethered free. Good night, everybody. Good night from Nashville, Tennessee. Drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em. Gobble, gobble,